Stop for a moment. What I say now could change your view of the food you place in your kitchen daily. If you are over 60 years old, some vegetables look healthy, even marketed as superfood, but they can silently trigger a sudden stroke while you sleep. You might think this is exaggerated, but as a neurologist, I have seen myself the scans and results proving these vegetables hide dangerous compounds that raise blood pressure, harden arteries, and quietly disrupt circulation. Imagine sleeping peacefully after a snack you thought protected your heart and brain, only to wake suddenly, unable to move, even remember names of loved ones. This is not to scare you, but a reality I witness daily in emergency rooms. The bitter truth is, some vegetables, praised as health symbols, contain hidden elements, turning innocent meals into ticking bombs inside your body.
Worse yet, big food companies promote them endlessly because they earn billions while you and family face the risk silently. Tonight, I reveal the full truth. 6 dangerous vegetables, ranked in order. The last alone increases stroke risk by 42%. Number 6, the tricky celery. Looks healthy, crisp and light, but hides a secret, loaded with natural sodium. One stalk, about 50 milligrams. The problem is not the stalk itself, but daily repetition, especially before bedtime. Then blood pressure rises, and the body prepares for an explosion. Blood pressure is the killer, responsible for 87% of all strokes. Every small sodium increase means gradually higher risk, and your body pays. A long-term study confirmed seniors consuming high sodium regularly faced 21% higher risk of stroke. The real story is clear. Edgar, aged 70, thought celery was perfect. A nightly snack with peanut butter. He laughed at warnings, but blood pressure rose. Gradually one night, severe headache, blurry vision, sudden dizziness, emergency room. He arrived terrified. Doctors explained the truth. Sodium had accumulated, his vessels stiffened. Heart pumped harder, stroke risk surged. How does this happen inside the body? Sodium restricts blood vessels, stops natural expansion, increases pressure on arteries, weakens walls slowly. Over time, cracks appear, tiny clots form, sudden blood blockage, stroke occurs. Stroke. Does this mean total ban? Not necessarily at all. Timing and amount matter. Small portions at lunch, but at night, deadly. Seniors especially with high blood pressure or heart medications should avoid celery, especially as evening snack. Celery may seem harmless, but carries silent danger, and this is only the beginning. The next vegetable, even more destructive, will ruin vessels internally. Number 5, pickles. Always tasty and crunchy, but salt inside is a hidden disaster. One small piece, about 300 milligrams, 6 times more than celery. People eat them daily with sandwiches and meals, especially late-night dinners, but the body pays and arteries get damaged silently. Excess salt changes balance, traps fluids in the body, raises pressure in vessels, makes heart work harder, pumping blood through arteries. Research proves the truth. Meals rich in pickles raise stroke risk by almost 28%, especially in seniors. The next story is shocking. Nawal, age 65, ate pickles daily with almost every meal because she loved the taste. She thought it healthy because it comes from vegetables. But after a few months, her blood pressure rose suddenly. Heart palpitations became frequent. In hospital, they discovered sodium destroyed internal balance. Fluids accumulated in her body. Heart strained nonstop. Vessels hardened gradually. The result was serious. A small brain stroke. She lost ability to speak for weeks during treatment before regaining health. Salt is the hidden culprit, not only in pickles, but also in processed foods. Pickles are worse because they appear healthy falsely. Worse when eaten at night. Body retains fluids, blood pressure rises gradually, lasting all through sleep, until morning without warning. For this very reason, pickles are ranked 5th. They disrupt pressure balance, double stroke risk, despite innocent appearance. But the next one, even more dangerous and deep. A vegetable eaten almost daily, served in almost every home, speeds artery stiffening, and opens path to stroke. If you find this information useful and want to know the rest of the dangerous vegetables, click the subscribe button now and turn on notifications to get all warnings and health tips first. You won't miss any information that could save your life, keep your brain and mind safe and protected. Number 4, slowly deadly potatoes. Everyone loves them, hot and crispy, but they are a hidden fat bomb, rich in hydrogenated oils loaded with trans fats. One small piece carries over 150 calories with massive amounts of salt and destructive fats, silently sneaking into your body. The problem isn't calories only, but how they are fried. Oil reheated repeatedly produces highly toxic compounds, raising inflammation in vessels. Recent studies are shocking. French fries increase heart disease risk, and double stroke probability by over 30%. The real story is worse. Abu Sami, aged 68, ate fries daily with lunch and dinner, thinking they were ordinary vegetables. He gained weight fast, blood pressure became unstable, then chest pain appeared, frequent palpitations without stop, until he suddenly collapsed. At the hospital, doctors found clear artery stiffening, very high cholesterol levels, vessels lost natural flexibility, all because of fried potatoes. Trans fats and oils accumulate in artery walls, form dangerous plaques, gradually block blood flow, closing it suddenly. Even baked potatoes in oil are not entirely safe. Refined vegetable oils contain oxidized acids, speeding aging and early stiffening. Risk rises with repetition, especially in seniors. Heart weakens gradually. Arteries become structurally weaker, making them give in faster to blood blockage. But the big question now, are potatoes totally forbidden? Answer depends on preparation. Boiled or steamed can be a safe option. Fried in oil is a real daily danger, marketed as a beloved meal but in reality deadly, pushing you toward a silent stroke. That's why fried potatoes rank fourth deservedly. Tasty but dangerous, turning ordinary meals into a ticking bomb, ready to explode in your brain. But the danger grows. The next vegetables are more common, seem very innocent and healthy, but slowly destroy the brain and raise stroke risk silently. Number 3. Spinach and oxalates. Spinach is a superfood, loved by everyone in salads, thought to strengthen bones, protect heart and brain. But the truth is hidden and dangerous. Spinach is high in oxalates. One cooked cup contains over 750 milligrams, more than any other vegetable. Oxalates bind with calcium, form hard crystals, accumulate in kidneys, cause very painful stones, and reach blood vessels too. These crystals scratch arteries, increase internal inflammation, make vessels less flexible, speed up artery stiffening, a key trigger for strokes. The real story is shocking. Thomas, aged 71, drank 2 cups daily, spinach juice with fruits, thinking it protected his brain. After months, problems appeared. Repeated kidney stones, severe joint pain, vessel scans showed tiny calcifications in arteries. Doctors explained the danger. Oxalates accumulate with age, make arteries fragile. Stroke risks rise gradually even without clear symptoms. Not all spinach is dangerous. Small amounts, several times, with calcium-rich foods, reduce absorption into blood, lower oxalate buildup. But real danger starts with excessive consumption, especially in juices or smoothies, or large daily portions. Over many continuous years, effects do not appear immediately. Vessels stiffen silently, blood pressure rises gradually, blood becomes less flexible, tiny clots may form. For this reason, spinach ranks third on the list. Superfood for the body, but deadly when overused, silent but real risk. Important advice for you. Eat spinach in moderation, balance with calcium-rich foods, use several times weekly instead of relying daily. And danger grows. The next vegetable, number 2, even more common, seems very innocent and healthy, but changes blood pressure, threatening the brain during sleep. Number 2, beetroot and nitrates. Beetroot is famous for improving circulation, rich in usually beneficial nitrates, convert in the body to nitric oxide, relaxing vessels and boosting performance. But for seniors, especially on blood pressure meds, nitrates can become dangerous, drop blood pressure suddenly, leaving the brain oxygen deprived. Arthur, aged 73, drank beet juice nightly, thinking it strengthened memory, improved brain blood flow. But the result was catastrophic. One night he felt dizzy, severe nausea and imbalance, blood pressure dropped during sleep, he collapsed without warning, arrived at emergency critically. Scientific research shows nitrates can lower pressure by up to 11 millimeters. Within hours of consumption, a big risk for medication users. The problem isn't just nit, but also large doses. Concentrated juices contain a lot, increase sudden effects in body, putting seniors at serious risk. Effects accumulate gradually. Blood pressure unstable, brain deprived of oxygen, vessels become less flexible, silent strokes may occur. Beetroot is useful for youth and athletes at proper amounts, but seniors must be cautious, especially with overuse or nighttime. Nitrate effect may be delayed, peaks after about 2 hours. During deep sleep, brain exposed to damage, strokes may happen silently. That's why beetroot ranks number 2 on list. Looks innocent and healthy, but timing and dose can turn superfood into silent killer. Important advice for you. Eat beetroot in morning, small appropriate daily amounts, avoid concentrated juice at night, balance with blood pressure and meds. The biggest danger now, vegetable number 1, even more dangerous, looks innocent and common, but studies show it greatly increases stroke risk. Number 1, kimchi and fermented vegetables. Marketed as a healthy food rich in probiotics for digestion, traditionally considered a beneficial meal, but the truth is much more dangerous. Recent research is shocking. Seniors who eat daily increase stroke risk by 42%, a very high and unexpected number. almost half are at risk. The main reason? High sodium. Each cup of kimchi contains about 7 to 800 milligrams, sometimes more depending on recipe. Sodium accumulates through the day, raises blood pressure significantly. But sodium isn't alone. Fermentation releases histamine too, expands some vessels, constricts others, creates uneven pressure. Brain is especially sensitive. Lily, aged 79, ate kimchi at night with almost every meal, thinking it kept her healthy. But the ending was horrific. One night she felt dizzy, then collapsed suddenly at table. Diagnosed with hemorrhagic stroke. Sodium and histamine together created extreme vessel pressure. Internal effects are silent. Blood becomes thicker, vessels stiffen over time. Blood pressure changes suddenly. Arteries become prone to rupture. Should kimchi be avoided completely? Not necessarily at all. Moderation is the best solution. Small amounts several times weekly, still beneficial for digestion and heart. But the greatest danger lies in daily continuous consumption, especially for seniors, at night when body retains fluids and pressure rises. That's why kimchi ranks #1 on our list. Risk higher than any vegetable superfood for the body, turns deadly if timing ignored, and portions uncontrolled. Golden advice for you. Avoid kimchi at night. Have small daily portions. Balance with blood pressure. Protect your brain from danger. Now you know the truth. 6 vegetables may threaten your brain no matter how healthy they look. The danger is silent but real. The good news is change is in your hands today. By controlling timing and portions and choosing safe alternatives, you can protect your brain and heart. Start with a small step now. Gradually replace harmful foods, avoid nighttime consumption of salty ones, drink water, eat fresh and light to maintain blood pressure and vessels. Remember, your brain is treasure. Ongoing health ensures your memories, your independence, and future life. Every measured healthy meal protects you from sudden strokes. Are you ready now? Start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the right decision immediately. Every choice matters and makes a real difference in life.